super school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now, Mike 57. 180. 180. We're good. 185. 182.
Carr now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
What now? 180. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, wait on 2.
On second and 11 now. Carr. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Richard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Check the backer, check the backer.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr flushed out right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
52, 52. Bravo. There you go.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
57, focus, defense, focus.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Got to be careful here. Dalton throwing the out route and complete. It's Boyd. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
44. There you go.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Defense wins championships, baby.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
We're good. We're good.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 28-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, check that.
To throw, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's stop. Right now.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
You got tight right there. Wide.
Carr gives to Rashard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game.
It got his man complete. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down. So 3 plays already first, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Down. 180. Check. 59. Drop deep.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. So 2 quarters down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hands up.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, defense.
Dalton. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Dalton here from the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Harris now to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff to Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Right here, right here. Hey, go, 368. Hands up.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field when you go make a play on the football.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 29 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Raiders 0.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Carr. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bengals take over.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Yeah, 5-6.
Dalton now to pass. Got his man. It's Eifert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Andy Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is Harris. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Down. 180.
52's the mic. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw his car. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 637. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Later one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. Towards the end zone for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Carr. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Carr, and this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
We play to win. Let's go.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, chopper. 93.
Here's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. All right, here's Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the 18-yard line.
Down. 52's the mic. Danny.
On 1st down, Richard. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
368.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Down. 188. 52's the mic. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You
certainly
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mike 20! All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Ryan, the left side completion to Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 71 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Ryan, throw left side complete. It's Jones. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. How about the 1st quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tonight, 180.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And Wilson has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Rosen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. force. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check. He's crashing.
Now Ryan. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
From the 31, Rosen. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the screen. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Slam.
Now on 2nd and 16, Rosen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Ryan letting one go deep for the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check. Kill.
Hey, Alpha.
Kill. Turn up. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They go play action with Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Alert 3. 39. Hey, 59, ready.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
Second and 2 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, 59, ready.
Freeman again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Check it. 59. Mike to 59. You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Rosen. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Double up. He's coming, double up. 80 weapon. 20.
Now it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
54, south.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch up, switch up. No, check that.
Hey, team 6.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. Wilson snags it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The quick snap caught, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Flag 25!
Coming to you.
Check!
Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations.